To music class. My name is Mrs. Lizaola, and I have a fun lesson for us this week. This week we are going to be learning about a composer. Now composer, that is a really fancy word that means a person who writes music. Pretty cool. There's lots and lots, millions of composers in history and all over the world. And today I'd like to focus on one named Mozart. Mozart. Can you say that with me? Mozart. Yeah, Mozart. And Mozart, that's actually just his last name. His full name is kind of silly. It's Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. That's his full name. But we just call him Mozart because Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart kind of takes a long time to say. So we'll call him Mozart. Mozart, he was a composer who composed classical music, really fancy, beautiful classical music. Some of it on the piano, some of it for piano and maybe one other instrument, some of it maybe for an entire group of instruments called an orchestra. Pretty cool. Mozart, he was a wonderful composer. He's not alive anymore because he lived a very long time ago. But if he were still alive, he would be 255 years old. Yeah, that's how long ago Mozart was writing music. 255 years old would be his age today. He's composed, right, that means written the music, for a lot of really famous songs. In fact, one of them you probably know. It goes like this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Did you know that one? Now, he didn't write the words for that. That was somebody else. That was a poet who wrote the words, but he wrote the music. And actually, we use that music for quite a few songs like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? So the next time you hear ABC song, or maybe Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you could say, I know who wrote that music. I know who composed that music. The composer is Mozart. And everyone, all of the adults around you will go. They will be so surprised they will have to lift their jaw off the floor. They will think you are just a little genius, which you are. You're musical geniuses. Now, all that music was written by Mozart. And today I wanted to show you a really cool song by Mozart called the Marcia Turca. And if you translated that, it would mean the Turkish March. The Turkish March. I'd like to show that one to you. And to show you the Turkish March written by Mozart, we're going to need some drawing supplies. Which sounds a little silly, but just trust me on this. I've brought with me today my whiteboard and my dry erase marker. If you have something like this, that would be really cool. If not, you could also grab paper and crayons and markers or colored pencils or regular pencils or pens, anything that you can write with and anything that you can write on. If you need some time to do that, you can pause it and go find it now, okay? That's my waiting song. All right, by now you should have your drawing supplies and something to draw on, and we are going to do a little drawing together for the Turkish March by Mozart. The first thing we're going to draw is this zigzag. Zig, zag, zig, zag. So it's made up of, let's count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines to make a zigzag. So let's draw them together. I'm going to start like this. Zig. Can you do that? And then zag. Yeah. Then the next one. Zig. And then zag. And if they're a little uneven and not very straight like mine, that's okay. It doesn't really matter. So we did zig, zag, zig, zag, just like that. Now we're going to draw some dots. Will you count the dots with me? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you draw 4 dots for me right next to your zigzag, zigzag? We'll start right here. 1. And if they're not very round or not perfect, that's okay. 2. Very second one. 3. And the last one. 4. Wonderful. Now we're going to draw that zigzag shape again, the one that was made up of 4 lines. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Very cool. And we're going to draw 4 more dots. If you're running out of room on your paper, you can write a little closer together, or you could go to the next line. That would be fine. There's no rule that says we can't use the next line a little bit. I drew 3. I need to draw 1 more. There we go. So we have zig, zag, zig, zag, dot, 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 dot. Zig, zag, zig, zag, dot, 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 dot. Pretty cool. Now we're going to do this next part right here. These ones kind of look like lollipops or like mallets to strike like a percussion instrument. Let's draw those ones. To draw those, first you draw a circle, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Then we're going to draw a long line coming from the bottom of it. Can you try that? Circle with a long line. Then we're going to do the next circle a little shorter. I'm not going to do it right here because that would be the same. I want it to be a little smaller, so this one will be shorter. A circle. Draw that circle with a short line coming off of it. So we have our circle with a long line, then our circle with a short line. The next one we have another circle up tall like that first one with a long line. And then we have a small one again, a little shorter, circle with a short line. So yours should look like that, or like this. Circle, long line, circle, short line. Circle, long line, circle, short line. Then we get to draw that fun zigzag again. So remember we go zig, zag, zig, zag. Wonderful. And then right here next to it, we get to draw a swirly thing that looks sort of like a snail shell, maybe, I'm not sure. You start on the outside and you just swirl it. Just like that. Can you try that? Start on the outside and just swirl it. Pretty fun. Now we're going to repeat everything that was on this line down here. So a circle with a long line, sort of like a lollipop. Then a shorter circle, a little bit shorter this one is. It's not the same height. The short line. Then we'll do the tall one again, so circle up here, tall like that first one, with a long, draw another short one right here. Circle with the shorter line. So we have circle, tall, circle, short, circle, tall, circle, short. And we'll get to draw another one of those cool zigzags, one more zigzag. We go zig, then zag, zig, then zag. Very cool. We have that zigzag made up of 4 lines, zigging and zagging all over the place. And then the last thing, that cool swirly snail shell looking thing. So we start on one side and we Can you try that? Start on one side. And there we go. We have our picture. And strangely enough, this picture right here that you have drawn, beautiful picture that you've drawn with zigs and zags and dots and tall lines and short lines and swirly snail shells. This picture is the Turkish March, written by this Turkish March. I'm actually going to put my board that I was drawing with you guys, I'm going to put it down, and instead I will point to the bigger one that I have right here on the TV. But you can keep yours right in front of you. You can put it on your lap, or you can put it on a table or desk right in front of you. I want you to follow along just like I do, okay? Let's see. We're going to start by just pointing to that very first zigzag. all right? Right up there. Let's follow along with Mozart's Turkish March. Right up here. Woo. You following along? Dot, 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 and drag. Dot and drag. Dot and drag. Dot and drag. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Swirl around and round and round until we're done. Dot, drag, dot, drag, dot, drag, dot, drag. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Swirl around and round and round until we're done. Wonderful job. All right, do you think maybe we could do that again? See, I love it so much, I like to do it 2 times. And that first time, we were just figuring it out anyway. So let's start back again, put our pointer fingers right at that very first zig and zag shape. This one right here, and I'm gonna play Mozart's Turkish March again. Let's see if we can follow along even better this time. Here we go. All right. Pointing fingers ready. It's kind of fun. Swirl around and round and round until we're done. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Swirl around and round and round until we're done. Oh, you are just marvelous musicians. You guys did such a good job following along with your listening maps. That's what these are called. Really, when you draw pictures to help with listening to a song, these are called listening maps. You guys did such a wonderful job creating those listening maps and then listening along and following with your pointer fingers. That was amazing. I think Mozart would be very, very, very proud. Now, you remember last week we were talking a lot about high and low sounds still, and high and low places, and I asked some of you all to show me some drawings that you have done of high things and low things, and high sounds and low sounds, and things that make high sounds and things that make low sounds, and you all did such a wonderful job. I wanted to share some of your pictures. Now, I couldn't share everyone's, so I hope it doesn't make you too sad if yours isn't here, because I just don't have enough time to share everyone's, and we would just be watching this video forever if I put everyone's high and low pictures. But I did share some, and I'd like to show them to you. This first one is by Colton Hunsaker, and he did a person screaming, ah! And a person yawning. I think this is our high sound. This is our low sound. Very nice, Colton. We also have this one by Mackenzie. She put a bird, tweet, tweet, and a bear. We have high, tweet, and low. Very nice job, Mackenzie. And I also wanted to say you have wonderful handwriting, really. Then right here we have a bird, tweet, and a truck. Vroom, vroom. Really good job, Eliana. I love that one. I love the truck. I never thought about that. And KJ right here drew some kind of animal creature that's howling. Howl! That's definitely high. And a bark. Ruff. That's definitely low. Right here we have a unicorn. Nee! Love that one, Isa. And we have a lion. That's our low sound. Really wonderful job, Isak. Oh, and Blair, this one. I loved this one. We have a pterodactyl. I don't think I can make a pterodactyl sound, but they're very high-pitched, screeching. And then we have a dinosaur who growls a really low sound. Really cool, Blair. And then Peyton, she drew us this beautiful picture, and I love that you did the background, Peyton. It's really cool. With a bird, tweet, tweet, or, and a bear, who we know growls very very low. Here we have something that Jeremy did for us. This is a creature like a cat, I think, that meows very high. Meow. And a lion who roars very low. And this one right here, I think this one was by Owen. And Owen has a trumpet that's making some beautiful brassy high sounds. And a lion roaring very low. A lot of you did lions, and I love that. Really cool. Now, you remember we were talking about Mozart, and he is a composer. What I want you all to do today is to practice composing. I want you all to become composers today, and the way you're going to do that is you're going to press this button right up here, right up in the corner. And when you press this button right up in the corner, it's going to take you to this thing called Chrome Music Lab, which is really cool because it means you get to write your own music. So the way this works is you just get to press buttons all over, and after you press them, you press play, which is down in the corner. And it makes music. Oh, I can't wait for you to try it home. I'm not gonna press play because I don't want you to hear it. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. And actually, after that, if you're still wanting to learn more about composers, if you look down at the bottom underneath that button that we pressed to get here, there's a picture of Mozart, and you can click that and watch a really cool video one of our other music teachers shared with me all about Mozart's life. I hope you enjoy it. Before you go and become composers on Chrome Music Lab, I'd like to sing our goodbye song. So let's stand up, push this out of the way. There we go. And our snapping fingers. 1, 2, ready, go. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye, everybody, goodbye, everybody, goodbye. Very nice. Have fun, composers.